welcome back to the garage. We got a part 2 episode of that 6-hour estate sale that I did, and we got an old vintage toolbox stuffed with new old stock tools. Let's dive into it. Alright guys, so back to that estate sale that I spent 6 hours at a little while ago. This toolbox was sitting there, and I needed a container to bring all the tools home that I was finding, so I snagged the toolbox. This guy here probably dates from the late 80s, early 90s. How do I know? Well, inside it came with, there was actually the original Craftsman tool storage catalog that came with the toolbox. And inside there's a Sears Roebuck and Company dated 1989 in here. And right here is the toolbox, 3-drawer portable chest. So we've got 3 drawers to go through and a top. I say we start with the bottom one. All right, so digging into the toolbox from spending 6 hours in an estate sale. I was accumulating so many tools in little boxes and bags, I needed a way to bring them home. Found this Craftsman toolbox sitting there and filled it up. So, bottom drawer. Let's see what we got. First off, let's get the Craftsman vice grips. These ones, let's see if I can get you in to see it. These ones have those lines on the handle, and they are used. The manufacturer's stamp on it is a Circle I, and if you look at the Craftsman date codes, Circle I was Parker Manufacturing, so the date range on that is 1964 to the mid 80s, so it fits right in line with the toolbox. So Craftsman vice grips. We've got a pair of Craftsman channel lock style pliers, beautiful embellishment on the handle, and these guys didn't see the date code right away on these ones, but they are definitely not modern. Not antique, but not modern either. So Craftsman channel lock style pliers. And then these guys, more Craftsman. Who's ever had a pair of Robo grips? I had a pair that was given to me for Christmas in the 80s. These are new old stock. There is not a speck of use left to be seen on these guys. Hang on, let me see if I can get my old pair out. Hang on, I'm going nowhere. Slide these up. My old pairs, here's the large pair, there's the small pair of Robo grips. These guys, maybe not the best pair of pliers in the world, but they are still cool. So my original ones all beat up from the 80s, and a pair of new unused Robo grips that came in this toolbox. So pretty cool stuff, and made in the USA. So Robo grips. What else we got here? Speaking of new old stock, a pair of slip joint, little 4-inch Diamond brand slip joint pliers. These guys, there's a barcode on them, so they're not that old, probably late 70s, early 80s, but still new in the packaging, never opened. Diamond brand slip joint pliers, really cool. And that's just the start of some of the new old stock stuff we're going to see. We got a pair of Crescent wrenches. These guys, they're marked Crestalloy. Crescent came out with their Crestalloy blended metal, probably I think the 30s, mid to late 30s, and still making them to this day. You can still get Crestalloy Crescent wrenches to this day. These guys, however, are made in the USA. So we got an 8-inch and a 10-inch Crescent Crestalloy wrenches. Cool stuff. Also, new old stock, still in the packaging. Got the cardboard backing on it. Cooper Tools USA, Crescent brand. Here's a 6-inch Crescent wrench. It's marked $2 on it. Let's see here if there's a date on the back. Don't see one, but it is marked Cooper Tools 1000 Lufkin Road. So when all the companies started buying each other, Lufkin was one of the brands. crescent was. So we got a 6-inch unused, unopened crescent adjustable wrench. One of these guys. Check these out. Crescent Tool Company, Jamestown, New York, USA. Check out the embellishing on the handle here. Get you in closer. Isn't that cool? So these pair of slip pliers, not not new old stock, but definitely there's no rust on them at all. Absolutely fantastic shape. Pair of Crescent slip joint pliers. All right, and next out of the box, a little 6-inch pair of channel locks. Little adjustable wrench there. Not a speck of use on it. This guy has never seen a nut to loosen or tighten. So made in USA, always was, always have been. If you see my video on my channel lock plier restorations, I did 4 pair of pliers. Channel lock started in 1886 or so, and still going today, right up the road from me here in Meadville. So unused, brand new channel locks. Speaking of channel locks, pair of pliers, channel lock pliers, the patented channel lock blue. These guys never used either. You can still see some of the original grease in the joints. Unused, pair of channel lock pliers. That's going to be the theme. Still in the packaging, pair of channel locks. These are 426s and original packaging, channel locks. More original packaging, channel lock needle nose. There's a price tag of $4 on these guys. So the blue grip channel locks came out in, I think, the mid 80s. So fits with the time frame for everything else. It is barcoded, so we know that'll date it a little bit. I think barcodes came out mid 70s or so in retail. But unused, unopened channel lock needle nose. Pretty cool. All right, let's move this over. And speaking of unused, still in the box, pair of vice grip needle nose. These guys were marked, it was written on there, $6. Made in the USA, still in the box. Needle nose vice grips, still in the box. A little bit of curved jaw vice grip pliers, still in the box. This is so cool to not only have a tool that's vintage like this, but still be in the original packaging, unused. It's a kick to find these things. So pretty cool. Vintage vintage vice grips. This little guy here, little Craftsman. Hard to tell. There's no rust on it, but little Craftsman 4-inch adjustable wrench. One of these guys here is a Exolite, little pair of Exolite wire cutters. What else is in the box here? This guy. This one, anybody that's a collector of old tools recognizes this style of Bernard pliers right away. Bernard right here on the handle, made by Sargent Company. These guys are parallel grippers, so when you open them up, you can see that the jaws stay parallel, and the grips, that'll allow you to work on a variety of things while keeping the jaws parallel. It's got the wire cutters on the side here, and check out that handle. Pretty cool stuff. It's my first pair of true Bernard pliers, and these guys are heavy. You got some weight to them, and not a bit of rust on them. We're just going to clean them, polish them up a little bit, and get them to work. Again, you can still see some of the original, unused, some of the original grease still down in the joints. So, unused Bernard pliers. A little bit of a novelty item here, had to pick up. A Qualicraft adjustable wrench. And this guy, it was, I believe, made in Japan. Yep, Japan right there. And the adjustment for the wrench is with this little thumb slide right here. There's a corkscrew turning mechanism inside. Slide it down, opens it up, and slide it closed. So it goes everywhere from 15/16 all the way down to as small as you want. It's got some good weight to it. So Japanese manufactured, Again, probably mid to late 80s, but not a speck of rust on it. It doesn't even look used at all. So keeping with the theme, there's no marks on the jaws. Jaws are perfectly smooth. Shiny. There's not much to do. Just polish it up, put a little coat of oil wax on it, and it'll stay this good looking for another 40, 50 years. In the bottom here, what do we got? Little tiny wrench, little adjustable wrench made in Germany. So this little tiny thing, not sure how much use I'll get out of it, but it ended up in a box somehow. A whole mess of razor blades. So if you find any of those utility knives, I now have, there's got to be 100 of them in here, a whole box of razor blades. Last thing in here, if you guys, when you come across squares that are missing the the actual ruler on it, here's a couple that aren't rusted. How many times do you find squares that are just beat up and rusted beyond all belief, and you got to go through the whole restoration process of cleaning the steel and polishing it and trying to take out the pits? These guys are basically brand new. There's a couple little spots of rust on the bottom one here, but this one's a Stanley, and this one a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker, is an Empire USA. So a couple of these. So if you've come across the square body, we got a couple of these to go with it now. All right, let's clean this up, close it up, and move into the second drawer. Okay, trying to adjust you around a little bit here. I'm limited on space behind the counter to get you the best view. So second drawer is where we have some ratchets and sockets. Right away, let's just get into the Craftsman ratcheting wrenches. These guys, the gray ones, are the millimeters. So we don't have a complete set. I don't think we have a complete set of these guys. What do we got? 16 millimeter down to 10, 8, 12. So looks like we're missing 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 6. So we got a set of 4 Craftsman ratcheting wrenches, millimeters, and one of standard. Looks like 7/16 and 3/8 Sears Craftsman, made in USA, ratcheting wrench. Not too bad. What do we got here? Channel lock. This one has some rust on the handle, but not bad. It's a, what do we got, 3/8? Channel lock ratchet, 3/8. And we've got a set of brand new, unused Craftsman. Looks like a single line V, possibly. Completely unused. These guys are shiny as you're going to get. It's even got the little rail for them. A whole set of 1/4 inch. Yep, 1/4 inch drive. Craftsman sockets. Good stuff. More sockets. This guy is a New Britain. So we got a New Britain 3/8 drive, deep socket. A couple miscellaneous sockets in here. These guys are Craftsman's as well. Nothing super special about these guys. And what else? Looks like a spark plug socket, Craftsman, 5/8. More, let's see, some sliders here, some sliding bars, single line V's, and another Craftsman 1/4 inch sliding bar. This guy, this one is a Williams USA. Looks like 3/8 inch speed wrench. Not bad. This thing is, again, brand new. There isn't a speck of use to be seen on this guy. The knurling on the handle looks fantastic. No rust. No bumps, no muss, no fuss. Looks fantastic. So, little speed wrench, Williams. A whole bunch of, let's see here, whole bunch of extensions, 1/4 inch extensions. These are Craftsman's, different series, 1/4 inch extensions. 3/8 Craftsman extension. This one is, I can't make out the manufacturer on it, but again, these are all unused. Nothing says that these things have ever seen any use. Another, this one, oh, sorry, this one is a proto. So we got a proto extension and a New Britain. Got a little bit of everything in here. Craftsman, New Britain, proto. This one's a New Britain Phillips 3/8 inch driver. Check that out. Not used. Some mini extensions here. Again, some Craftsman's, different series. Unused. Here's a Flexi. Here's a little Flexi 1 extension. This one's a 1/4 inch. Craftsman again, single line V. Not too bad. Another little adapter, Craftsman. And the biggest one, this one is Craftsman. Looks like a G series, probably from the 80s. Unused, no rust, no gouges, no scratches. Good shape. And these couple little guys. This one is a Fairmont, 1/4 inch. And no rust, no bumps, no muss, no fuss. This one, for all intents and purposes, this one looks brand new too. And here's a cool one, a BonnieCon. So when Bonnie came out with a, I think it was in the 50s, they came out with their economy line of tools. BonnieCon was the brand that they marketed under. So from Bonnie Tools, a BonnieCon 1/4 inch. Not bad. And in the back here hiding, you recognize this shape. Yes, it's a Proto Professional 3/8 inch. And listen to this. That is the sound of clean gears. Not bad. So we got a Proto 3/8 inch professional ratchet. Fantastic shape. And I think that's my first proto ratchet ever. So I don't have a proto collection. This could be the beginning of it. And now all these little 1/4 inch drives over ratchets over here. This Craftsman 1/4 inch single line V. It's got a little rust on the handle here, but not bad. Still in great shape. Just a little cleaning and polishing, and it's good to go. It's got the little button release on it. This one is another Craftsman 1/4 inch button release, but it's a little bit different. It's a single line V, and it has the patent date stamped on it, whereas this one, single line V, doesn't have any patent date stamped on it. So you Craftsman guys, if you know which one came first, I'm guessing the ones without the patent dates came first, I'm guessing. They're identical, but except for the back where it's stamped single line V, forged in USA, just a little bit different. Here's another 1/4 inch Craftsman, forged in USA. It's got the flying V, the V with 2 lines on either side, 1/4 inch. And this one's earlier. It doesn't have the thumb release. Little stiff. We can clean that up though. So another 1/4 inch. That's the third 1/4 inch Craftsman ratchet. Let's make it 4. Here's the fourth 1/4 inch Craftsman. This one's got the thumb wheel on it for changing the directions. Sounds fantastic though. So another 1/4 inch Craftsman ratchet. Here's one, finally, not a Craftsman. This one's an Armstrong. It's got the Armstrong logo on it. No thumb release. Shiny as the day it came out of the packaging. No, no rust. Again, no rust, no bumps, no muss, no fuss. This thing is about as brand new looking as you're going to get. Gears sound great. So we got an Armstrong 1/4 inch little ratchet. I got more 1/4 inch ratchets, I think, than I actually have 1/4 inch sockets. And then this guy, it's a flexi head. And again, if you recognize the shape, this one is a, let me make sure here. This one is a snap-on right on the handle here. And basically, other than some fingerprints on it, is unused. So we've got a flexi head. I guess that's what, 6 inches. Snap-on, 1/4 inch ratchet. Pretty cool. So pretty much the middle drawer, other than some sockets and some ratcheting wrenches, was all about 1/4 inch ratchets. Pretty cool stuff. Let's load this up and go into the third drawer. Okay, getting into this top drawer. This top drawer is pretty cool. There's not a lot in it, but it's pretty cool. We've got some boxes of a power screwdriver bit set. These ones are nice. It's a Sears Craftsman, new old stock. These have the convex screwdriver tips on them, so pretty nice there. Also a Houston cutting tools, the cutting tool connection, a bit index, and check it out. 1 full slide, 2 full slides, 3 full slides. It is a complete set all the way down to this little micro bit down there of drill bits. How cool is that? And never used. The box, fantastic shape, not a speck of rust on it. And there are, I don't even know how many are in here. There is a ton of drill bits, all unused. So for the drill bits, can't beat that. We've got more drill bits over here. These are just Black & Deckers, again, unused. Let's see here. Unused Black & Decker drill bits. These ones are made in Germany. So I doubt these are pre-World War II. So after the reunification of Germany, made in Germany. These guys, Black & Decker high-speed drill bits, made in West Germany. So before the reunification of Germany. Pretty cool stuff. More drill bits. That's a lot of noise. Sorry about that. More drill bits. Could never have enough, especially when, like these guys, they are basically brand new. Not a stitch of use on them. So more unused drill bits. Over here, some wrenches. Not going to go through all of these guys with you, but they are all Craftsman. Some are double open end. Little guy here, 1/4 inch. This one's a combination. It's got the box end and open end on it. Double open end, couple Craftsmans. Double V, single line V. So anywhere, from the 80s, early 90s, I guess. These are all combinations here. This one, sorry, not a Craftsman. This one's a Herbrand, 14 millimeter combination. And pretty much all the Craftsmans, look at this, unused, 10 millimeter, completely shiny, basically new in the box wrench. Not bad. The cool stuff out of this drawer, all Starrett. Whole bunch of little 6-inch steel Starrett rules. Not bad. So we got 3 of those. And this guy over here, still got the box. I was trying to date these based on the style of box, but this is a Starrett 1-inch mic, 1-inch micrometer. Still in the box. Still in the original packaging. Look at this guy. Starrett 1-inch micrometer, never used. Still glossy black finish. There's the Starrett logo. packaging. It's got the directions with it. And the cool part is, here's the inspector certificate for the mic. And it's got the little adjustment spanner in the package. It's got certificate of accuracy signed by the chief inspector. So everything that you would expect for having a micrometer right off the shelf in the store is in this box. Don't ask me how that happens. So 1-inch stare-up micrometer to go with the 6-inch stare rules. Also, how cool is this? In the box, a number 104 stare-up speed indicator. Check this out. This one's been used, but if you wanted to check the speed of, say, your drill press spindle or your lathe, you take the rubber tip, put it on the end. The rubber tip would count the revolutions. You'd set the dial, and you can see how fast your machine is turning. So, really cool way to check the speed of your machines. LS Stare speed indicator. Pretty cool. And it's still in the box with the original directions. And the rubber tips, a lot of times those are missing. So we'll call that the LS Stare drill bit drawer. All right, we got one last thing to do. Let's dig into the top. Lots of fun stuff up there. Let's get this cleared up. Okay, so last push, we're into the top of the box. The little box inside has a set of Craftsman wood carving tools. Beautiful green handles. Again, the theme for the day, new old stock. Not a speck of use on the blades, still sharp. Craftsman logo. If you guys can see what that Craftsman logo looks like, I can date Craftsman tools based on the forging manufacturer, but the different style of Craftsman logos, if you know that that shaped C on the side, when this was produced, the colors, let me know. If you have an idea of any of these Craftsman tools, when they were produced, just shoot it down in the comments and help me out, because dating these is half the fun. All right, so all this stuff up top here, new old stock, Bosch and Vermont American, whole bunch of jigsaw blades, unused, still in the packaging, from Woodcrafters, $8, $12, $13, $11. So still got the price tag on them. Whole bunch of jigsaw blades. Always use supplies for the shop. We've got a Stanley Jobmaster Steel Square from HP Star and Sons. The cool thing about this one is it's still got the sticker on it for Stanley, and made in USA, 1991 copyright Stanley Tools, unused. A little bit of rust, a couple little rust spots on the back here, but nice steel square back when Stanley was still making a lot of stuff in the United States. We've got, speaking of Stanley, a couple of Stanley screwdrivers here. Shiny as can be, no use, basically new old stock. We got a flathead and a Phillips Stanley screwdrivers. Stanley Power Master 12-foot tape, made in the USA. You're not going to see that anymore. There might be a few. I think there's somebody carved a date on the back. Looks like 1993. You'll find a few products of the big manufacturers today that are still made in the United States, but not too many. We've got, always got to pick up Stanley pistol grip, little pistol grip saw. Any pistol grip saws I see, they always have a habit of following me home. I don't think I have a Stanley one, so these little guys are fun to collect. I've got Miller's Falls, a couple from Miller's Falls, and some other, a Great Neck one. So Stanley one would be fun to add to the collection. Pair of authentic 420 channel locks. I did another pair like these in my last video of channel lock restorations, and I'll put a link to that video in the description as well. These are a Generation 2 because it's got the little extra little ledge that they added. So when the patent was running out in the early 50s, They updated the patent, modified the design a little bit so they can keep their patenting on the channel lock. So no embellishing on the handles on these guys, but still in great shape. Channel lock, Meadville, right up the road. Little hacksaws. These guys, no name brand on them. This one does have, looks like about a 6-inch blade on it. This blade does come out, can be replaced. This one is marked, this one's marked Great Neck, and this blade can come out as well. This one, the little pins in the handle to hold the blade on are peened over, so that blade is on there permanently, no matter how dull it is, unless you drill it out. So another little hacksaw. So we got a triple set of mini hacksaws. This guy here, new in the packaging. Barcode on the back. It is a 1983. Check that out. 1983 Stanley Tools division of the Stanley Works. So somebody cut the packaging off so it would fit someplace, but you got a Stanley chisel, new in the packaging from 1983. That is so cool. More Stanley chisels. This one still has the paper wrap around the blade. Stanley Handyman. Wear your goggles while you're using your chisels. And you can look at the back. Smooth, never been hit with a hammer. Beautiful clear color on the handle. Same thing on this Stanley, 2-inch. Made in USA, Stanley number 60. Still got the original sticker on the back. These guys, never been used as well. Awesome. This is the kind of stuff when you're at an estate sale, you're looking for, old tools, stuff that's been maybe well taken care of. Or if you're like me, you're looking for the old rusty stuff that nobody wants, that's really old, you can fix up and restore yourself. But to come across new old stock from the early 80s that's, 40, 50 years old it's unheard of. This guy, here's a Stanley, not just a Stanley, but a Stanley Herwood awl, or as Magdad says, pokey thing. This thing, look how shiny this is. Never, ever, ever been used. Beautiful. Not a mark on the end. Stanley Herwood awl, fantastic condition, brand new. Let's see up top here, we got a little punch, little center punch. No manufacturer's mark on it. It is a little bit of rust on it, but pretty cool. Haven't seen one like this before. This guy, little X-Acto saw. I've got a few of these with the plastic handles. In fact, in here, make some noise. In here, we've got several X-Acto knives that I picked up because you never have too many razor blades, knives, things like that. Got the little X-Acto hobby saw here with a wooden handle. Your X-Acto razor blade, and these are the ones I'm familiar with the red plastic handles for the X-Acto knives. It's got a whole bunch of different blades that you can switch out. There's 3 different examples right there. These ones are the nice heavy metal handles. So nice X-Acto hobby blades. This guy over here, new in the packaging. It's not old, but it's really cool. It's post 9/11 because this one is promoted as it fits in your wallet, but it's also a fly-off blade. So you know how you're not allowed to take razor blades on planes anymore, or any kind of knives. If you forget, and the back actually says, if you forget and leave this in your wallet, the blade comes off, so you can ditch the blade and not have to replace the whole thing. You can just buy a new blade for it. So amazing the lengths that manufacturers and advertisers will go to because situations we're in now. So, but this is cool. Little wallet, wild card wallet knife, unopened. Let's see. Speaking of knives, got a couple of these guys over here. This one, if you collect utility knives, this is one I don't have yet. A Crane 217 utility knife. This is really, really cool. I guess it might be a carpet knife, or I'm not sure. If you know, if you've seen one, let me know what in the comments what this utility knife was primarily used for, because I have to find replacement blades for it because I don't have any. And then also this guy, this is a beefy, heavy one from Wiss, utility knife made in USA. Little screw top, and this one hinges open. It's got a magnet inside to hold your extra razor blades. Switch your blade, close it up, screw it back down, and you're ready to rock and roll again. So nice Wiss. Still got, I'd say 95% of the paint left on it. Good stuff. Let's see here. A couple of, we got a little putty knife from Rickle. Not bad. Wooden handle, my favorites. And then this guy, stiff scraper from Alway. Another utility knife. Here's the quintessential Stanley 199. This is a newer one. I have a video where I've restored and painted up really nice a very early Stanley one. So sounds like we got a bunch of extra blades in there as well. Let's see here. Right on top, a Stanley number, looks like 729. Little Stanley 729 caliper. Still slides really nice. Not a mark on it. Doesn't look like it's really ever seen much daylight outside the toolbox. So this is a really cool little 5/6 inch Stanley caliper. More Stanley. This guy apparently loved collecting Stanley. Back in my last video when I first started going through all this stuff, the guy that whose house this was for the estate sale, he never even had a workbench. He just sort of collected all these tools. Didn't have any type of shop in the garage. Just had all these tools. Here's a couple of Stanley corner roundovers, different 1/16, 1/8, 3/8, 1/4, still sharp, no rust on them, never been used. So if you've got a corner of a piece of wood, you can round the edge over, sort of like a router blade, basically. Pretty cool. Let's see here, and blades in your little leather pouch here. A sharpening stone, unused. Cool to have. Gotta have sharp blades. Let's see on the end over here. Almost done. Almost done. Thanks for hanging with me on this. We still got one more video to do of all the antiques after this, so bear with me. We'll get through the top here. We got a pair of Wiss cutters and wire strippers here. These guys are in fantastic shape. Look at the metal on this. Blades are still sharp. This thing is unused. I don't know how, but it is in absolutely gorgeous shape. Still shiny. It's got a little bit of surface marring there, but it doesn't show signs of use at all. And pair of Crowders. Gotta always have a pair of Crowders. These ones have been used. A little bit of rust on them, but the rubber handles, fantastic shape. They'll clean up nice and go right into the toolbox. A whole bunch of Allen keys. Let's see here. Guys don't care about the Allen keys because everybody has got 10,381 Allen keys floating around the garage. But this guy, this one is a Stanley little 90-degree angle screwdriver, or I guess it could be a pry bar if you wanted to. So one of those. Bunch of these guys here. We have got a what do you call that? A scribe, little steel scribe. It's got the tip that can be exchanged on it. Basically brand new looking. It's got the pocket. Put that in your pocket. Let's see here. Okay, this one's the magnet. So you got the extender. So if you drop something, like I do a lot, that'll help you pick it up. I don't think the magnet is not that strong. So if you're going to drop something, make sure it's really light. This guy, this one's a Craftsman. It's got your screwdrivers, Phillips on one side and flathead on the other. 90 degrees, not bad. And look at the shape that's in. Can you tell if that's been used or not? Me neither. This guy, another piece of proto equipment. This one is a proto screw starter. It's got the little tip. See if I can zoom you in on this to see it. It's got that little tip in there. So you set it, turn the top. You take your screw, put it on here, and when you push down, that pops up, holds it, and holds the screw for you while you get it started. Pretty neat. And it's got the handy dandy little pocket clip so you can keep it in your pocket with you. And I believe, yep, this one's got the stronger magnet on it. So when you drop your screw, because you forgot to put it in the holder, you can pick it up with this. All right, digging in some more. Little mallet, clear resin mallet. Handle is very dirty. This thing has been beat on, but we know in the shop we can clean this up and give it a new look. What else? What else? Here's a fun one. Well, it's been opened, but not used. United States Steel No. 2 pencils. How cool is that? My grandfather worked in the Homestead Steel Mill, and this is this stuff is just really cool to find because it has a personal connection to the steel industry for me. So, United States Steel No. 2 pencils. We have got a whole, sorry, making noise, whole mess of files, and pretty much these guys are unused. If not, they were used very gently. It's a little bit of rust where they were touching, but they're all made in the USA. Nicholson files, different styles. You got your half rounds, triangles, needles, different size triangles, rounds. So a whole bunch of files. And everybody that handles files is cringing because I have them all in a big, big bundle like this. Let's see here. We've got a made by the Aero Fastener Company staple lifter. So somebody was lifting a ton of staples with this. I thought it was a bottle opener. I guess it possibly could be. So staple lifter. These guys. Fletcher, the Better Glass Cutter. Check this one out. Still got the original box, hard bronze bearings. Little glass cutter. Pretty cool. Original paint still on it. Looks in great shape. And then this one, it's a Fletcher, but the original Fletcher 100th anniversary glass cutter. Got the little case. It's a number 2. There you go. I haven't had the need to cut glass yet, but they're in the box. A couple of Stanley punches, and these guys quite shiny. My guess, unused. Another straight blade holder, wooden handle. I've cleaned a couple of these up before. Probably clean this one up and pass it on to a family member. I'm building a toolbox, and I'm going to start putting a whole bunch of tools in it because it's going to be a gift, and this could go in there. So one of the cool things about collecting tools is, you know, you're going to end up with some doubles and triples every now and then. You could just clean them up and pass them on, make a whole set of tools for a family member. Another punch. This one's a Stanley, so this guy loves Stanley. Good taste. Okay, getting down to the end here. Let's see. All of these. Picked up a whole pile of these drafting compasses. Some are made in Germany. This one's Germany. Still has it's got the pencil in it too. A whole bunch of, what's this brand? Nestler. So we get a whole set of drafting compasses from super big all the way down to the small ones. I know a few guys that collect engineering, drafting, mechanical, precision instruments like that. And this one outside outside calipers. Pretty cool little guys. We've got a couple of wooden pencils, 84 lumber, Delmont Builder Supply, and knives. Picked up some pocket knives while I was there. This one, brand new, is a Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson pocket knife. Still got the factory edge on it. Not bad. That's a great item to have. Carry that in your pocket. Keep it in your toolbox. This one here, it's got the hook blade on it. The tip is broken. Tip is broken off. It'd have to be reprofiled a little bit. Very rough edge. Somebody was doing some grinding on this guy for sure. It's on the tang. It's stamped Colonial, Providence, USA. Here's the main blade. Main blade's in great shape. Not sharp at all. And then here's your utility screwdriver. Somebody actually tried to put a blade on this one too, sharpen it down. But all three blades are there and in shape, not bad. That would be good to clean up and make it a nice utility, toolbox utility knife. Here's one, a Barlow style pocket knife. Fantastic shape, still shiny. The scales on it still beautiful looking. No rust. Main blade. I don't think it's ever, that main blade is, it's never had an edge put on it. So we've got a Barlow USA. There's the secondary blade. Still has a good snap on it, but never sharpened. Basically brand new. So we get a nice little Barlow here. The really cool one, some of you might recognize this right off the bat. It is a Girl Scouts of America pocket knife. It's got the main blade here. It's got a nice little edge on it. Still really clean. This one is a Cutmaster out of Utica. There's the main blade. Here's your opener. The other one. And this side has the little awl on it. Pretty cool. So Girl Scouts of America, I'd have to look up and date this one. So we've got can opener, the screwdriver, the awl, the main blade. Girl Scouts of America pocket knife, pretty cool. Couple of unused Craftsman cold chisels here. These ones are 1/2 inch and 5/8. Really nice. The other tool haul video I did from the same place, they're in a roll. There's a whole unused set of these, so that quite possibly can go to somebody else. Here's a Craftsman punch, stamped WF Western Forge, unused Craftsman punch. A bunch of other little miscellaneous things. This one is a little pocket pencil. So extends out. There's your lead in there. Put it in your pocket next to the screw starter from Proto. So you could have a whole pocket full of tools and be a tool nerd with all the stuff in your pockets. Let's see here. This guy. Yep. This guy. Check out this Craftsman push screwdriver. The logo on it still visible on a handle. It's got a little bit of paint on it. Nothing we can't clean up. Beautiful looking Craftsman spiral screwdriver. This one doesn't have any place to store the extra bits, but it does have the reversing. So slide that over, and it does switch directions. I would have to look up and see when this would date to. My guess is much earlier than the 80s or 70s. So could be 70s. I would have to look up. So if anybody knows just off the top of their head when this guy would date to, drop it down in the comments for me. Last couple of things. Still in the packaging, a Gerber multi-tool. This one, little buttons on the side. slide the pliers up, and then on the inside is got your saw. It's got a Phillips, a flathead, and a file. And then on the other side is the main blade and a whatever that would be. Tiny little screwdriver tip, something else. There's your flat blade. So not bad. I'm not fond of this design, having to open the pliers up like this and get in here to pull the blade out and then close it up like that. I guess that's okay. I like the one where the blade folds, the handles fold over on themselves. But this is okay too. It's brand new. Slide it down and then put it back in the case. So Gerber multi-tool. Also in the package over here, another Gerber multi-tool. It is pretty much the same thing, a little bit different style on the pliers. Otherwise, it's the same as the other one. Unused. You still see it's got the original oiling down in the joints. Pretty cool. So if you need something to carry in your car, glove compartment, or just throw in the toolbox, carry in your pocket for a multi-tool, a little bit more oil, Gerber multi-tool. Again, new old stock. Little pocket screwdriver from Stanley, unused. That's left up here. A pair of Lufkin feeler gauges. These ones have been used, so all your different widths there. Lufkin feeler gauges. Clean those guys up. Somebody put their name on it. A Celio, looks like. So don't mind that. It's always cool when somebody puts they personalize their tools for themselves. You know how much it meant to them. So I don't mind having that on tools sometimes. There are occasions where I wish they wouldn't have carved their initials so deep into the handle or right over the logo. But you know, things like that aren't bad. And let's see. Lastly, here we go. First one I've ever seen. Maybe some of you guys have seen them around. It is a Proto keychain screwdriver, and I think it dates from around the 50s. Proto would use these as advertising, pieces of advertising, and on the back, you can see if I zoom in on it, is the Amoco logo or Standard Oil logo, whichever. But they put these out. There's a whole bunch of different ones out there to collect. So a Proto advertising keychain screwdriver. Really, really cool. All right, let me turn you around and wrap this up. Alrighty, guys. Again, really appreciate you stopping by the garage, hanging with me while we go over dumping the contents of this toolbox from that 6-hour mega estate sale. We still got one more to do. I've got the whole box of antique tools, and there are some fantastic things in there. Just things I've never seen before. I didn't think that I would ever find in an estate sale. So the next one up, we're going to go from all the modern tools to the antiques, and there's some good ones in there. So make sure you watch for that. Again, thanks for stopping by the garage. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've heard from a lot of people they haven't been seeing my videos being pushed out, so double check your notifications. Make sure you got that set where you get notified when a new video drops. Again, thanks for stopping by the garage, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.